Yeah, Court.
I follow on that. I'll just read you this part of it. It was a security alert that came out of the embassy this morning. It says, because of potential security threats outside the gates at Kabul Airport, we're advising U.S. citizens to avoid traveling to the airport and avoid airport gates at this time unless you receive a specific call to come there. So can you explain what is this threat? Is it Taliban? Is there an ISIS or an Al-Qaeda angle to this?
Yeah, look, I think you can understand, Courtney, why we're not going to get into specific details about the threat environment or what our intelligence is giving us. We have said from the very beginning of this that we're going to try to do this in a safe and orderly way, and that means making sure that nobody gets hurt to the maximum extent possible. So what you're seeing out of our State Department colleagues, I think, is a prudent notification to make sure that that whatever movement there is to the gates from outside the airport is done as safely as possible, and that people have the information they need to make the best decisions for themselves going forward. So I do understand the question and the interest, but I hope you understand that we're going to be very careful about what kind of extra context we're going to put out there in the information environment.
There was a crowd threat that led to the evacuation via helicopter on Thursday of some Americans from right near the airport. So I guess what we're trying to figure out is this just there's large crowds and it's difficult for Americans to get there, or is there actually a threat against the airport?
Again, I'm not going to get into specific threat assessments. The situation in Kabul and the whole city is fluid and dynamic, and you have seen the images over the last 24 to 48 hours yourself of the situation outside the perimeter of the airport, and it changes. It changes almost by the hour, and it changes in locations around the airport. It's very, very fluid and dynamic. And so, and I don't want to speak for the State Department, obviously, but like our military commanders, they are going to make decisions in real time about what's in the best interest of innocent civilians that have need to get to the airport, and we want to get inside the security gates. We're just going to this will change. Every day there'll be modifications to our assessments of the security environment and what we think is in the best interest of people.
Can I ask you one other that's not related